This week is Suicide Prevention Week. September 10th is Suicide Prevention Day. Suicide takes the lives of nearly 30,000 Americans every year. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for teenagers. Suicide is everywhere, surrounding us every day, every minute, every hour. Sometimes you may not even know it. Someone you are so close with could be so happy one day. And then you wake up the next morning and you see their face on the news, finding out that last night they might have hung themselves or killed themselves in any way possible. Suicide just doesn't affect one person. It affects everyone around you. And sometimes it could hurt someone more than you think. It could take one simple word or phrase or action that could hurt someone so bad to the point where it just literally kills them. And sometimes words hurt more than actions, even if you may not think it at the time. But it really does. You never know, who around you could be hurting themselves or trying to attempt suicide or anything like that. It could be the prettiest girl who seems to have the perfect life that you could be so jealous of. Or it could be the quietest person who nobody ever bothers to talk to. And maybe they actually need someone to talk to. My friend, a couple of years ago, he seemed to have such an amazing life, so many friends, an amazing family, just the perfect life that a lot of people would kill to have. And the next day, he was gone. Just like that. Walking into school and seeing everyone just heartbroken, not knowing what to say or what to do. You sit there at lunch and look at his cousins and his sister sitting right next to you, bawling her eyes out. And you don't know what to say, because that's your best friend. And you thought that he was fine. You thought that everything was amazing. But it wasn't. And you don't know. And sometimes it doesn't hurt to ask at all. There is people out there that can help you and want to help you. You will never be alone. I can't tell you how many scars, physically and mentally, that I have from suicide or cutting or just stuff going on around me. And it's tough. For a while, I thought it was over. I thought I was going to have a great life and that I'd be fine. And I kept telling myself that it's going to get better. You don't have to hurt yourself anymore. You don't have to sit on the bathroom floor and try to force yourself to take that pill that you know will end everything. And I kept telling myself that you don't have to do that anymore. And a month ago, I told myself that I was wrong. I sat in my room alone thinking about all the mistakes I've made and thinking about how many people that I've actually hurt and how many people I thought that don't care or wouldn't miss me. And I remember just sitting there in the corner and crying while nobody was there to hold my hand, give me a shoulder, or tell me that it's going to be okay. Because nobody tells me that it'll be okay anymore. And the next morning, I woke up not remembering anything. All I knew that was that my legs were cut and I was hurting so much. And nobody asked why or why it was happening, why I was doing it. I felt like nobody cared. I have been waiting my whole life to finally feel like I am not alone. And it has taken so long, and I don't know why. And sometimes a lot of people don't know why, and that's what ends it. They don't know why the stuff that happens to them. So they think that the only way out is just hitting rock bottom and never coming back up. I used to watch my mother try to kill herself so many times. And I always told myself that I will never do that to myself, and I will never let anyone else do that to themselves. And I lied. You aren't alone. Nobody is. There are people out there who love you and care about you, even if you don't know it. It's all 100% preventable. There's always people to talk to. There's always going to be a shoulder to cry on, even if you may not know it. Be aware of what goes on around you. 'Cause it's everywhere. Don't be that guy or girl that sits on the bathroom floor crying and not knowing what to do. And then the next minute, your family finds you gone. It's the worst feeling ever. Please find help. If you know that you need it, and if you want it. There's so many people, and it will be okay. It really will.